Greetings, Evil Boy Genius here. Now I was talking to my business partner yesterday, Connor, about. I'm laughing because of the conversation we had. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but you're gonna love what's coming next in the next few days. It's gonna fucking drive you mad. But we were pissing ourselves laughing about it. It's just totally bonkers. But and by the way, I called him my partner, business partner, because if I just called him my partner, people think he's my boyfriend or something. I'm his sugar daddy. And nothing wrong with that, I suppose, but he's kind of less than half my age, and I'm really good friends with his dad, so that'd be wrong on all counts, I suppose. It'd be really uncomfortable at Christmas, wouldn't it? Anyway, well, I can't remember what I was saying there. Oh yeah, and we were talking about we speak every morning because he lives somewhere in the UK, somewhere down south, and I live in Ireland, so we speak every morning. We have a kind of phone team meeting, and we're getting a lot of comments and traction on the stuff we're doing. And there's a good reason for that. Well, there are two good reasons, actually. The first is we are good at what we do, and our content, however we deliver it, whatever you think about the way I present myself, the way I swear, the way I conduct myself isn't the point. The content is very good. And the second thing is we are not committing the biggest sin in marketing. And the biggest sin in marketing is, well, let me tell you what it's not. It's not writing copy that's too long. It's not sending too many emails. It's not writing or anything that's too much. Not writing too many words. It's not making videos too long. It's not making too many videos. It's none of those things. There's no magic source, no magic formula of how often you should get in touch with people. And generally speaking, the more often you get in touch with them, the more you will sell. I know people who are emailing 2 and 3 times a day, and the more they send emails, the more money they make. No, the biggest sin in marketing, and one we definitely do not commit, is being boring. Now, I've had this argument and this discussion with people over the years many times. I just don't bother anymore. Okay, there are some topics I just don't bother discussing because they're not worth it. Things like, does email work or not? Well, of course it fucking does. And then people who say it doesn't are either not doing it right or they're just parroting something that someone else has said. People who say social media is like the way to go. No, of course it's not. For fuck's sake, I'm not saying it's useless, but social media is just a tool, and use it for sure, but don't rely on it because it might go away. And if everybody else is using social media pretty much exclusively, that's as good as a reason as any not to use it exclusively. The old Earl Nightingale thing, the majority is always wrong. But all these things, I don't argue with people anymore about these things. There's no point, because it just wastes my time, and no one ever got argued out of an emotional position, because that's what they've got. It's like religion and stuff. It's not a logical conclusion. It's an emotional position. You can't argue people out of it. So I don't bother discussing it or arguing with them. But still, there are people who are convinced sales copy can be too long. You can send too many emails. You can make videos that are too long, you can post too much. And I can see them talking about, should I send 3 emails a week? Should I post 3 posts a week? How often should I post on LinkedIn? At what time of the day? Now, I'm not saying that the time of day and how many you send, I'm not saying there's not a sweet spot, because there almost certainly is. But generally speaking, rule of thumb, the more you do, the more results you'll get. Yeah, you're going to piss people off, but so fucking what? If I worried about all the people I'd pissed off, I'd be a fucking bag of nerves by now. And, don't let the fact I suffer from anxiety sometimes make you think I'm a bag of nerves, because it's a different kind of anxiety. It's, bright lights. That's why I often wear my hat in here, because the bright lights. It's bright lights, strange crowds of people, because I can't deal with all the fucking body language going on. Loud noises, bad acoustics, that kind of stuff. And all I do is I've just become non-verbal in a kind of white haze. So... not to worry or anything. So, please don't be boring, and don't be afraid to be a little bit less than boring. If you look on LinkedIn, and I've noticed this, it's great really, because if you go on Facebook, even though that's a social media platform and not really geared for business, a lot of people use it for business. But because it is a social media platform, emphasis on the social, people are quite unbridled there. So, you get people being arseholes like me quite a lot. So nobody, if everyone's doing it, then no one might as well be doing it. But on LinkedIn, pretty much everyone is really boring. That's why we have the LinkedIn poo fucking bars saying, take this to Facebook. This is a professional networking platform. You can't say that here. Well, I just fucking did, didn't I? Don't like it, you know what you can do, don't you? Right, exactly. So, because everyone on LinkedIn is being ultra fucking stiff upper lip, something stuffed up their bum boring, almost anything you do that's even remotely not boring is going to make you stand out. Okay? Now, just one word of caution, or probably several words actually. Don't behave in ways that are not natural to you. All right? Don't try and force it. Not because it'll stand out, because it might not. You might get away with it. But but what will happen is, when you meet these people or interact with them one-on-one, you will be a different person from the person you are on camera or writing your posts. And that will give a kind of cognitive dissonance. And people won't like it. They won't trust you. Now, like I said before, anyone who's met me or spoken to me on the phone or has watched me presenting at events knows that I am just the same as I am here. I might dress up a little bit more for an event, possibly, but I'm the same person in person as I am here. I have no filters, I have no front, I have no facade. This is my persona. So just a little message for you there. And two things more. Remember our new website? It's really fab, dead green. And just keep an eye on our videos over the next few days, because it's going to take a while for something to be delivered. But when it is, it's going to be fucking ace. All right, link below. Click on it. See the new website. Book your call. Have a chat with me. We'll fix your business. La-di-la-di-da. See you later. Ta-da.